I cautiously walked up to my new part-time job, Flower Wish. From the outside, the place was stacked with the weirdest plants and flowers I'd ever seen. What is that smell? Who thought it was a good idea to stick a Titan Arum right up the entrance? Well, too late to back out now. I already accepted the job, so I pushed the door open. Hi, I'm Flora. My name was my mom's wish for me to always be as beautiful and strong as a flower, but I didn't get to keep her with me. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Since then, Dad and I barely talked. Home felt empty, heavy, like all the color had drained away.
There's a guy going around bothering women, dropping off flowers and love letters. Be careful.
I know. Thanks, Dad. And that was it. Most of our conversations ended in 1 or 2 lines, like clockwork. I slowly shut myself off from the rest of the world, too. I thought it would take forever for us to heal. Or maybe I was wrong. Because one day, I caught Dad inside Flower Wish. He stayed there a long time before walking out with this elegant, graceful woman. They were laughing together. I froze. Did Dad already have feelings for someone? Someone else? Even if it was just a suspicion, I couldn't let it become reality. I'd like to apply for a job here.
You must be. We do have an opening. It's tough work and you'll need to chat with lots of people. Think you can handle it?
Yes, I'll take it. And just like that, I became an employee at Flower Wish. My coworker was this goofy, carefree guy named Noah. And since the shop owner collected rare flowers, the place was packed with creepy specimens too. The weirder this place was, the easier it'd be to gather proof for my dad, and…
Just one drop, another drop, and you will.
Gotcha. This one was clearly some shady potion. Probably made flowers dance and haunt people at night. The second she set the flask down, I leapt like a cat. Root booster, that's it.
Careful!
He was howling in a huge wooden crate style, something inside pounding like crazy.
Geez Louise, this ship looks brutal and massive. Took me forever to drag it here.
Open it. I will help. If something freaky popped out, I'd finally have proof.
You like pitcher plant too? Tons of our customers are obsessed, but getting one this size takes real effort.
I hated them, and now they look like they were mocking me. Holy guacamole! The owner gradually introduced me to more customers, each one with stranger requests than the last. Flowers on a dog collar, arrangements stuffed into rice bowls and turned into handbags. I forced a polite smile, but my work was half-hearted.
We want 1,000 black roses for our wedding.
Excuse me, but no one uses black roses for a…
We'll take care of it. Wishing you both a beautiful wedding.
Unbelievable. I couldn't stand these requests.
Everyone has a reason for coming here. You have to help them sincerely, not just fake it.
I blinked at him. Who knew this goofy-looking guy had that kind of depth?
I'd like 100 of your finest roses delivered tonight, for the ones I love.
I recognized him. He came here every day, always buying a ton of flowers.
We're sold out. Please leave.
She appeared suddenly gentle but unyielding, and turned him away without hesitation.
Unusual actions hide unusual intentions. I don't trust him. He'll probably use my flowers to harass women.
Wait, she thought that sweet-looking guy was the stalker everyone was talking about? To me, he seemed like the only normal customer in this whole circus. I slowly got used to working at Flower Wish, even though half the requests still made 0 sense. And my investigation into Dad and the owner was totally stalled. Well, he never came back to the shop. Welcome. Wait, you're… It was Hilda, the weirdest kid in school. She had no piano talent whatsoever, yet signed up for every single piano contest in town. Her performances were painful, always dead last. Basically the last person you'd ever think deserved flowers. After playing…
For the next competition, I want you to run up and hand me flowers the moment I finish.
I did not want to do it, but a job's a job, so I dragged myself there with a bunch of daisies. To be fair, Hilda tried her best. The performance wasn't awful, but definitely not good. A few polite claps, nothing more. She ended up ranking top 30. Gritting my teeth, I went up and gave her the flowers, while the entire audience stared at me like I'd lost it. And yeah, I was the only one right then. Noah showed up with a bouquet of irises. Both Hilda and I were stunned. His timing saved me from total embarrassment. The next day, Hilda came by the shop.
Hi, Flora, and thank you. Your daisies made me feel so much more confident.
She lingered and opened up. Her mom was a famous pianist, cold, strict, never satisfied. Hilda practiced non-stop, desperate for her mom's approval. But no matter how many times she tried, she stayed average. Deep down, she knew she had no real talent. It crushed her so much, she couldn't even face her mom anymore.
Daisies mean perseverance and effort. It was a beautiful wish for me. You know, Flora, you act distant, but you care about people.
That was just a coincidence. Anyway, maybe you should talk to your mom instead of keeping it all inside. At least you still have her.
No way. She's always busy. I'd just be a bother. And what am I supposed to show her? My last place ribbon?
Those irises, yesterday, they were actually from a customer for her daughter. In flower language, irises mean I'm always proud of you.
I suddenly remembered the woman from the audience. She watched Hilda's whole performance, clapped quietly, but never went up. Maybe some people just didn't know how to show love.
Maybe I should go see my mom.
Yeah, I had a feeling she'd be back soon, this time with her mom beside her.
Feels good, doesn't it? Opening up, and actually helping people.
I'm just doing my job, but it wasn't bad. Day by day, I grew closer to the owner and Noah, until I felt like part of Flower Wish.
A client needs a big order delivered late tonight. Noah and I will handle it. You stay and watch the shop.
Her phone rang, cutting her off. She grabbed it in a rush.
I've got something urgent. We'll talk later.
But even in that split second, I saw the caller ID, Dad! So that was why he never came back here. He knew I was working here, so they were meeting somewhere else. I knew it was childish, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night, I convinced Hilda to follow the shop owner on her delivery run. I was sure I'd catch her with Dad.
I don't know, Flora. Maybe we shouldn't.
Shh, this is for everyone's good. Someone's here. A man appeared behind a mask. I couldn't see his face, but everything about him screamed suspiciously. Our boss and Noah have been delivering huge orders to him for days. What if they're unknowingly helping the stalker everyone's been warning about? But the next day, when I voiced my fears, all I got were sidelong glances.
We know exactly what we're doing. And don't you ever sneak off to follow us again. Do it and I'll dock your pay.
Her words were sharp, but no way was I just gonna chill. That guy was shady. How could they not see it? Determined to catch the creep once and for all, I dragged Hilda with me to trail him again. But instead of tossing flowers into random girls' yards like I'd imagined, he slipped deep into the woods. We followed until he stopped in front of a stunning glass greenhouse, glowing in the night.
Maybe we got the wrong guy. He just looks like some weirdo who likes midnight gardening.
Nope, we're going in. We snuck inside like two black cats on the hunt. Just when I thought we'd gone unnoticed, another shadow appeared. You are?
You? Dang it, you've been following me? Gonna call the cops? 'Cause I said flowers to girls.
So my boss had been right. He was the stalker.
You refused to sell me flowers, so I had to steal them, and now you're not leaving.
He stepped closer.
Who's there? Leave those girls alone.
Dad? After that, the police stormed in, restrained him, and took the thief away. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Why he'd been hiding this greenhouse, why he met my boss in secret. And honestly, I was terrified of what his answers might be.
Remember what we talked about? You've got to open up.
I used to feel so broken after Mom was gone, but I learned to open up again, to smile. What about you, Dad? That's how my birthday ended up being celebrated. Inside that greenhouse, surrounded by golden daffodils, Mom's favorite flower. I invited the shop owner, Noah, even the regulars from Flower Wish.
Golden daffodils mean to move past your sorrow, open your heart, and welcome joy. That's the wish I want to give Flora on her birthday.
Happy birthday, Flora. Happy birthday, Flora.
I used to stay shut away, always sad. But when I finally opened my heart, I realized joy and kindness had been all around me the whole time.
Hi, I'm Amelia from Germany. Please like and subscribe. I live in a trailer shed in Berlin because my parents didn't make any money. My parents tried to get me toys and presents once in a while, even though it didn't go too well.
I have a present for you, sweetie. They were giving away free books at the library.
Thanks, but you do realize almost all the pages are missing, right? Mom, I have an idea. What if I get a job and then we become billionaires?
You're in the 3rd grade, Amelia. I don't think that's possible.
How could I argue with that? But a few months later, things took an insane turn. Mom had to work all weekend, so Dad decided to take me on a camping trip. I firmly refused because there are too many mosquitoes there. But Dad insisted. He borrowed a neighbor's van and we drove for 8 hours straight. God, he was crazy. Finally, we stopped at our destination and I couldn't believe my eyes. We were standing in front of a palace.
I'd like you to meet your grandfather.
Just then, an old man came out and I was super confused. Then at dinner, my grandpa dropped a bombshell on me.
I wanted your father to marry a rich woman, but instead he marries someone who can't even buy her daughter a proper bed. I told him I'd only share my riches if he'd divorce her for someone else.
Actually, Amelia, I brought you here because I'm leaving your mom. I can't live in poverty any longer. We're moving in with my father and you're going to have a new stepmom soon.
You can forget about me living with you. What, you were just going to kidnap me and never tell Mom what happened to us? I don't ever want to see you. I don't even want to look at you. You're dead to me. How could Dad do something so sick? I had Mom pick me up after that, and when she found out what Dad was actually up to, she was horrified. I didn't see him again after that, and Mom told me everything.
His parents never accepted me, so he cut them off. I never thought he would leave me. I'll never fall in love again with any man. man.
That's okay, Mom. You don't need to marry anyone, and I don't want another mean dad. We can do this, just the two of us. It turned out we did make it on our own. After a couple of years, Mom finally found a new job that paid more, and we were able to move into a house. Everything was great. I was getting good grades in school and I had tons of friends, but most importantly, I've made a life-changing decision. I refuse to talk to any guy around me. If a boy sat next to me in class, I would immediately leave, and everyone thought I was crazy for it.
Amelia's like an alien, as if she's never even seen a boy in her life.
Maybe she thinks she's too good to talk to any guy at our school.
Well, I didn't care what they said about me. I had created a boy-free life for myself and I was loving it until one day my whole world came crashing down. In 10th grade, two twin brothers entered our school in a limo. They were dreamy billionaire heartthrobs named Dennis and Leon. All the girls were fawning over them, except me. Then suddenly, as I was walking down the hall, Leon called me.
I want this young lady to be my school guide for the day. You'll escort me, do all my classes, fetch me my test answer sheets from the teacher's lounge, and of course,
Hey, you can't ask her to do all that. She's a girl. She should have someone escorting her. Show some respect.
Okay, first of all, girls don't need anyone to escort them, and secondly, I don't talk to boys ever. Ask any kid in school, and I really don't talk to snooty guys who expect me to be their slave. I started to walk away when Dennis grabbed my arm gently.
Wait, please. I'm sorry about my brother. He can be kind of a brat. He's the spoiled one in the family. My parents give him everything. Let me make it up to you. I'll buy you coffee. You seem like a really nice girl. We can be friends and get to know each other.
Oh dear God. I tried pushing Dennis away, but he wouldn't give up. He followed me around all day, desperate to be my friend. It was kind of convenient having someone carry all of my textbooks, but I didn't want to take advantage of him. Dennis wasn't as awful as I thought, at least not like Leon. While Dennis followed me around, Leon acted like a total arrogant jerk.
Your dress has a stain on it. Don't you have a washing machine at home?
I'm really not interested in your opinion. And in math class, he forced me to give up my seat.
I need to sit at the front of the class near the chalkboard, otherwise I can't concentrate.
When I said no, he whistled and two of his bodyguards came charging at me. At that moment, I panicked and ran away. But unfortunately, I tripped over a chair and fell down, and that's when I blacked out. Some hours later, I opened my eyes to find I was in the nurse's office with Dennis by my side.
You had kind of a scare back in the hall, and I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Okay, thanks, but you've known me for 2 freaking days. Why are you all over me?
I'm not trying to be creepy or anything. It just made me so mad when I saw how Leon acted towards you. My brother's evil, and I don't want him hurting anyone else the way he hurt me.
Before I could answer, Dennis told me all about Leon and all the horrible things he'd done to people. Apparently, Leon pulled all kinds of nasty pranks on Dennis, like leaving poisonous spiders in his underwear. But Dennis was most angry about Leon stealing his girlfriend last year.
He knew I loved her. I found him making out with her behind the school on her 6th-month anniversary.
I wasn't sure if it was because my head hurt or I felt lonely, but I enjoyed Dennis's company. After that day, I decided it wouldn't be a crime to hang out with him, so we became friends. Leon kept calling us boyfriend and girlfriend. One day, Leon and Dennis decided to throw a huge party, and Dennis really wanted me to go. Fine, but only because I've never been to a rich person's party before.
Oh, you'll have a blast, and if Leon tries to bug us, we'll glue his butt to a chair.
I laughed and was surprised how much I was looking forward to the party. I had lots of fun when I arrived, dancing to music, watching a movie in their private theater. Then, towards the end of the night, the boys decided to play Truth or Dare. When it was my turn, Dennis dared me to jump into the pool with my clothes on.
Sorry, what? You can't jump in our pool?
Actually, I can, because that's the rule of the game. I marched outside to the pool with the other kids, but as I stood at the edge of the pool, Leon grabbed my hand.
You are not jumping in that pool. We had a chemical leak yesterday and Dennis knows it. That psycho is trying to kill you.
Just shut up, dude, and let Amelia jump in.
God, this guy was a piece of work. He just didn't want me to have fun. Then suddenly Leon picked up a rock and threw it in the pool, and that's when I saw green bubbles surrounding it. There was a chemical leak. Did that mean?
See, I told you Dennis is trying to hurt you, Amelia. He's been up to no good for a while and I kept quiet, but this is just too much.
How about you continue to keep quiet, jerk?
What were they talking about? Then suddenly Leon punched Dennis and he fell to the ground. Leon, stop!
Amelia, I have to talk to you.
Just give a space for a second, will you? Leon finally agreed and left me with Dennis. You tried to throw me in a pool filled with acid? That makes no sense. Why would you do something like that?
My brother and I can't have you around. That's all you need to know. I don't owe you an explanation.
Wait, what? As if I want to associate with you. Psycho, I could have you locked up in jail. I yelled in his face and walked away. My God, he was wicked. I couldn't believe I'd ever trusted him. And what did Dennis mean when he said he couldn't have me around? God, I had so many questions. The next day at school, I tried to keep myself focused on schoolwork. I spent all of lunch in the library, but while I was looking through my textbook, someone came close and tapped my shoulder. "Oh, you again? Why are you suddenly being so nice to me? This is all so confusing."
Long story short, our families are enemies. My grandma owns half of Germany, and apparently your grandpa does too. They've been threatening and blackmailing each other for years. So Dennis has been out to get you. That's why he followed you around. And I was trying to be loyal to my family, which is why I was a jerk to you at first. But I should have put a stop to it all earlier. I'm really sorry.
You know my grandpa. All of this happened because of a war between his family and yours.
Yep, it's taken over our whole lives. Our parents were barely around when we were kids. It hurt me a lot, but I got over it. Dennis didn't though. He especially hates your family. He thinks it's their fault that our parents neglected him. Dennis kind of turned into a psycho in general. Once he put poisonous spiders in my underwear, and then another time he stole my girlfriend just to piss me off.
Wait a second, Leon was saying the exact same things about Dennis that Dennis had said about Leon. Dennis really had been the culprit the whole time. God, what a mess. I slept for 14 hours after that day. Leon called me the next day and told me his parents had sent Dennis to juvie.
He set all my mom's dresses on fire when they got into a fight. That was kind of the last straw. I hope you're feeling better, Amelia. I was worried about you. Maybe we could get to know each other a little better.
That's really sweet, Leon, and I'm glad Dennis is out of the picture, but I'm better off not having any men in my life. All they've ever done is hurt me. Still, thanks for saving my life. I hung up the phone, but Leon didn't give up on me that quickly. He kept sending me funny memes and cheer-up messages. Then one day something wild happened. I was brushing my teeth when my phone rang and it was my dad.
Amelia, tell your friend to back off if he doesn't want to get seriously hurt.
Hey Dad, great to hear from you too after 6 years. Also, I don't know what you're talking about.
Your friend Leo, why would you be friends with our rivals anyway? He kept texting me to check up on you and be a better dad. Who does he think he is? When I didn't reply, he turned up at the house. I had to get him thrown out by guards, but next time I'll do worse.
Dad hung up without even saying goodbye. I immediately called Leon. Leon, you idiot, why did you go to my dad's place? Did they hurt you?
Hey, no, I'm fine. Just hit my head when the guards threw me out. It was foolish, but I was just trying to make up for Dennis, and you deserve to have someone look out for you.
It was stupid, but I was so touched by what Leon did for me. Maybe not all men were out to hurt me after all. I really started warming up to Leon after that, and we talked often. On my 16th birthday, I heard a knock at the door. It was Leon and he was standing there with an envelope. I opened it to find concert tickets for my favorite band. Wow, this is amazing. But you didn't have to get me a present, Leon. You've been a really good friend.
There's 2 tickets in there. You obviously don't want to go alone. No chance I could ever be more than a good friend.
I really can't promise that, dude, but you never know what the future will hold for us. Don't let the past hurt you forever, and forgiveness helps heal the heart. Even if you've been hurt, open your heart and trust in new opportunities. Hi, my name is Ariel and I'm from the Philippines. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I can remember, I lived with my mom in a small town in the country. Mom worked as a cook in small households and made sure I had everything growing up, but I always missed some company while she'd be away working. Mommy, I want to go with you and get so bored here all by myself. I don't even have a sibling to play with.
Oh, honey, you should try and make friends with the other kids.
But that was next to impossible. I was taller than the other kids my age, so whenever I tried to play with them, they'd freak out and run away. But I'm really 6 years old.
Yeah, and I'm Jennifer Lopez. Go away, kid. You're too big for this ride.
I couldn't go on rides or enjoy the other things with kids my age, and as I was growing up, my height was sprouting with the speed of light. By the time I was in the 8th grade, I had started to outgrow the bed, and the kids at school were the meanest.
Why are you eating in the cafeteria? Giraffe, go eat the trees outside in the garden.
I can see the inside of your nostrils. Why don't you cut the forest inside there, giant?
Gosh, they just wouldn't stop. One time when I was in the washroom, some girls came and threw the cleaning water all over me.
My mom says you're a devil child. This is going to wash off all your evilness.
This was it. I could no longer contain my anger and push them away.
She hit me. The giant went all Hulk and hit me.
She ran crying to the principal, and my mom was called in no time, and I was put in detention for a week. Later, when I reached home, I was furious. I don't want to go to school anymore. Mom, those kids are just mean. It was all their fault, but no one cares because the way I look, it's always my fault.
Honey, it's fine. It's just a week and we can spend it together.
No, Mom, you don't understand. I feel so lonely sometimes. If only I had a sibling, it would have been so much better and no one would dare to touch me. Suddenly, Mom's expression changed and she burst out crying.
You do have a sibling. You have an elder sister?
She looked like she instantly regretted saying that and I was stunned. What the freaking peacocks? Mom, what are you talking about? I have an elder sister?
I didn't want to tell you this, but yes, when your father and I separated, we decided to take custody of one child each. I chose you, and your dad took your elder sister, Pearl.
Why did you never tell me about this before, Mom? Mom? All this time while I was wishing and crying I'd have a sibling, you hid the whole truth from me. Why? Suddenly Mom burst into tears.
I was too young when I married your dad, and he was a difficult man. I had no choice but to leave him. I'm so sorry, honey. Please understand me.
I knew she must have her reasons, but I was so mad at her for keeping the secret for so long. I went inside the only room we had in the house and shut the door tight, but minutes later I could hear people shouting what was going on. I ran downstairs and Mom was freaking out too.
Ariel, honey, we have to get out of here. There's a flood coming. We need to leave this place right now.
A float? We didn't have enough time to vacate the place, so Mom grabbed the important stuff and money, and we left our home before the flood reached us. After hours of traveling and rescue team operations, we were finally provided with a shelter. But when I saw Mom all sad and tired, I couldn't help but hug her. I'm so sorry I was mad at you, Mom, but now please tell me everything about my dad and my sister. Maybe we can go find them. But Mom looked at me with confused looks.
Oh, honey, I don't know where he is. All the papers and documents and his address, everything was in the house, and now it's probably floating around somewhere in the floods.
What? This was insane. Now my only hope of finding my sister was gone. But things took a more drastic turn when we had to leave the country and go to Europe. And surprisingly, this place was super awesome. Almost everyone was as tall as me, and I decided I wasn't going to be a crybaby anymore. I've become strong and independent to help Mom. Soon after, I started browsing for jobs all through the newspapers and found a perfect one for Mom and me. She got appointed as the head chef in an Asian restaurant, and I took the job there as a waitress. A few days later, when I was cleaning the restaurant, a lady screamed at the top of her lungs when she saw me.
Oh God, Jesus, you're perfect.
The lady told me her name was Sheila, and she was a huge fashion person. She wanted a new face for her upcoming fashion magazine, and according to her, I was just perfect as a model. I couldn't believe my ears. It was really happening. I ran to Mom, all excited to tell her the good news, and she had the best reaction.
Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you. This is like a miracle.
But I had to shift to the trainee headquarters in another city and live there with the other trainees. I moved out of Mom's place, and Sheila took me to the internship place, and that's where I met Veronica, the most beautiful one there. She was literally a queen.
Get the heck out of my face. What are you staring at?
And a witch too. Just then, another girl came to me.
Ignore her. She's just too proud of her looks and her father's money. By the way, I'm Amy.
Amy was my roommate, and she was the sweetest girl I knew. We got along just like sisters. Then the day before our first big shoot, when everyone was prepping, Veronica came and handed me a box.
Sheila asked me to give this to you. It's the latest cosmetics. You can put them on for your show tomorrow.
For some reason, she seemed unreasonably sweet, and I could tell something was off, so I put the box aside. But later, when I went out of the room, I saw Amy screaming.
My face, it's burning. What was in that cream?
Oh God, Veronica! She gave the cream to me. I went to her room, filled with rage. Are you crazy? Why would you do that?
Because I've been here for months, and I deserve to be the face of the cover magazine. I won't let you take my place.
So you'd try to ruin my face?
Oh, not just to ruin it, but burn it to ashes.
This was it. She was done for. I ran to her and pulled her by her hair, but instead of fighting back, she just went and smashed herself into the side drawer and started screaming.
Help, help, she's going to kill me. Someone help me.
Suddenly, Sheila walked in and saw Veronica crying. She looked at me with a furious glare.
What in the name of Gucci?
No, Sheila, it's not what it looks like. I swear I can explain. I tried to explain the whole situation, but now she wouldn't listen to me, and she cut both of us out of the main magazine cover, and after that, Veronica made it her life's goal to destroy me. A week later, we had a ramp show, and since it was my first, I invited Mom to see it as well. On the day of the show, while I was getting ready for the event, I saw Veronica tampering with the straps of my dress, and I just wanted to kick her butt, and Amy held me back.
No, stop. What are you doing?
I'm going to teach that witch a lesson.
No, wait, I have a better idea. She tried to ruin your face and humiliate you on stage in front of everyone. Kicking her butt won't be enough.
Amy came up with a plan, and we sneaked into Veronica's room and sprinkled allergy powder all over her dress. Minutes later, when Veronica put on the dress and walked onto the ramp, I noticed something really weird. She had a necklace that looked exactly like the one my mom gave to my long-lost sister. Did this mean Veronica was my sister? What in the fish freaking world? But before I could react, it was too late. She was already on the stage and scratching herself like crazy, but I couldn't take it anymore. If there was the slightest chance that she was my sister, I couldn't see her like that. I looked around and saw a janitor's trolley kept at a distance. I picked up the water bucket and went onto the stage and dumped all the water over Veronica's head.
You witch. I'm going to kill you.
Veronica, listen to me.
You splashed dirty cleaning water over me. What were you thinking? You're gonna pay for this now?
She jumped onto me and we broke into a fight in the middle of the ramp and the cameras clicked everything. Sheila looked at us raging mad like a bull. I quickly ran inside, but Amy too went bonkers on me.
Why? Why would you do that? You should have just let her embarrass herself. Have you gone nuts?
No, Amy, it's not like that. I just think she's my sister.
You're what? Is this some kind of joke? No matter what you say anymore, I'm just gonna kill you now.
She leapt onto me, but just then someone caught her. He was a tall man, and he had eyes just like mine.
Veronica, control yourself. Is this how I taught you to behave in public?
But Dad, she did this to me. Can't you see what it—
Enough. That's enough.
No, Dad, you have to listen to me.
Veronica.
He raised his hand up in the air to hit, and I couldn't take it. Stop it! What are you? An animal? Can't you see she's already in pain and shivering? What kind of dad are you?
You don't have to stand up for me, jerk. I can fight for myself. I don't need your pity.
Saying that, she pushed me and I was about to fall to the ground, but Mom caught me.
I guess I wasn't wrong about leaving you. You're still a jerk. And look, you have turned my daughter into a bad person, just like you. I should have never let you take her.
Oh my God. So I was right. That man was my dad, and Veronica was my sister.
What? What is she saying, Dad? And who is she?
Mom explained everything to her, and Veronica went all bonkers.
Why? Why did you never tell me I had a sister? And Mom, you said my mom died in a car crash.
Who cares? She's dead to me anyway. She caught me cheating on her once, and she divorced me. Filthy, which—
Gosh, she's not filthy. You are. You're such a jerk, Dad. I hate you.
Veronica ran out of the venue, and I followed her. Veronica, listen to me, please. I know you're hurt, and I know how difficult it must have been for you to live with that man all this time, but now you have a family. You have Mom and me. I'm your sister, Veronica. Please look at me once. She turned around, and I could see the tears running down her eyes.
I'm so sorry, Ariel. Dad always treated me like I was never good enough, so I just wanted to prove him wrong by being the best model. But I didn't realize I was becoming a bad person, and I ended up hurting you, my own sister. Please forgive me.
Oh, Veronica, it's okay. Come here, sis. Being different is what makes you special. Be proud of who you are and never lose hope, because miracles often come from the most unexpected places. You know those stories about the sons and daughters of famous people? Well, that's not my story. I mean, I am the daughter of an Oscar-winning actress, yes, but my story is far crazier. My name is Layla, and I live in a huge mansion in Beverly Hills with my mother. It had always been just the two of us. I never knew my dad, and Mom never spoke of him. I didn't have siblings because Mom said pregnancy ruined her perfect body once, and there was no way on earth she would let that happen again. But Mom was delighted to have me. You see, I had my perks. I was a beautiful baby. So much that by the time I was 3, Mom had me cast hundreds of ads and made sure my face was everywhere. Magazines, TV commercials, formula, even diapers. But I didn't care much for it. On my 4th birthday, my mom woke me up.
Honey, wake up. We're about to be late for the photo session.
Mommy, I don't want any more photos. I want to watch Cinderella. It's my birthday.
Cinderella is poor and filthy. You have nothing to learn from her.
We did not watch Cinderella, but while Mom was super proud that I had started my career so early, I just thought feeling lucky was a pretty crummy feeling. I was always tired and so bored. We were always traveling, and Mom only paid attention to me to explain how important beauty creams and lotions were. Once I asked her to read me a bedtime story, and she laughed and tossed the book aside and said,
"Oh, sweetie, stories are for dumb, ugly kids. You need to know how much more important it is to start using this lotion early."
I wasn't even 5 yet. Mom decided that I should be homeschooled since my schedule was tight and there was no room for school. But by the time I was just 6 years old, I started to try to learn about creams and beauty processes. Because when I didn't, Mom stopped talking to me and ignored me. The first time I tried a DIY face mask, my mother was thrilled.
I knew you weren't dumb.
I was so happy with her attention that by 7, I was practically professional. I knew everything there was to know about beauty, and trust me, I knew a lot. Day creams, night creams, shower creams, stringent lotions, and flowers. So many flowers. We lived in a pretty big house, and Mom and I had started cultivating all these flowers when I was 8. By the time I was 12, it was hard to distinguish which part was the greenhouse. Mom loved flowers and was always talking about how pretty I would look because of them.
You'll look like a flower too.
I was so curious that I tried to add some flowers to my plate, but Mom wasn't the only one obsessed with beauty. And once she finally allowed me to go to school, I began to realize everyone was obsessed with beauty. Not only was I famous, but I was also a living encyclopedia of DIY beauty hacks. So obviously, every girl wanted to be my friend. One day, they all started to beg me to take them home.
We'd love to see where you live.
I was thrilled I'd never had any friends over, but as soon as we got home, they ran to Mom and said,
"Oh my God, we thought we'd never see you.
Adopt me so I can be as pretty."
My mother was delighted with my new friends. She turned to me and said,
"At least you're smart enough to be friends with the right kind of girls.
Then, she spent hours talking about flowers and beauty. Pretty soon, I realized that I didn't have any real friends. Everyone just liked me so they could be beautiful. I talked about flowers at home. I talked about flowers at school. I was beginning to lose my mind. Luckily, around that time, Mom took me to the Cannes Festival. That's when my entire life changed. We went to see an art exhibition of this famous artist and the paintings. That was a whole new world for me. And suddenly, I realized I wanted to do that. I wanted to paint flowers. I immediately signed up for art class at school. I became obsessed with it. A few years of practice, and I was getting really good at it. It was my hiding place because my friends just wanted to drag me to the mall all the time.
You're so lucky to have your mom. Mine doesn't understand anything about beauty or fashion. She lives in flip-flops.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started on mine. She doesn't even know what a primer is. But now, I started to care even less about fashion, and that translated to my clothing quite quickly. One day, we were walking through Rodeo Drive, and my mom looked uncomfortable. I was enjoying a greasy bagel.
Honey, people are staring at you.
So,
You're not even wearing makeup.
she stopped walking and looked at me desperately.
You look ugly.
I realized we were in front of the beauty salon. I sighed, and we got in. It was still nice to share a moment with my mom from time to time. This was the only place where she was really happy.
Layla, it's been so long since the last time you were here.
The shop owner put on her glasses and scanned my face closely.
Oh, that porcelain skin. No makeup at all and still perfect. It reminds me of your mom's younger days.
My mom looked at her annoyed and didn't smile again. Throughout the entire day, I got the impression that something changed beside her. After that, she became more obsessed with creams and lotions and makeup and fashion, and the day I said, "I want to go to art school when I graduate," she snapped.
That beautiful body of yours is not going to last forever, you know. Do you know how lucky you are to have inherited my genes? All your friends would kill to be in your place.
Maybe. I don't care about beauty or fashion. Maybe I don't care about your stupid creams. You seem to like my friends more than me, so why don't you throw me to the street and adopt them?
Oh, honey, they are not even half as pretty as you are.
I went to my art studio and continued to paint. Mom followed me and looked at all my pieces with disgust.
There's no future in the art world, honey. You should take advantage of your beauty while it lasts.
Like you did. It doesn't look like it worked.
What are you talking about, you little brat? Look around you. How do you think I got all this? You really think you'll get all this with those stupid drawings?
I don't care if I get all this. I never cared for any of this. All I ever wanted was to be with you. Mom rolled her eyes and said,
Drama, drama, drama.
I wasn't going to leave my dream aside, so I applied to every university in the country that had a good art program. My mom looked at my computer monitor from behind and said,
I'm not paying for this nonsense.
I don't need your money. My art will speak for me. I received acceptance letters from 6 different universities. High school was finally coming to an end, and I would probably choose the one with more miles between it and my home. I felt invincible and free. But when I got home that afternoon, not only was my mom not there, but all my paintings were gone. I started panicking. I needed my work for university. I had over 50 pieces. Where the hell were they? My phone started to buzz with hundreds of messages. Your mom is so awesome. I didn't know your mom was such a gifted painter. Your mom rocks and emoticons everywhere. Mom a pain. I saw a picture of my mother with all my paintings, and behind her the Place National Museum of the Fine Arts. I jumped into an Uber and rushed there. There were photographers everywhere.
There she is. It's her daughter.
And blinded me with her flashes. I saw my mother waving at me and smiling. That which she came to me and said to the reporters,
My beautiful daughter, isn't she beautiful? She's always there for me.
For you! You stole my art! She stole my art! The flashes stopped for a moment, and then my mother started laughing. Everyone laughed too and followed her back inside. You will not get away with this! But it was too late. I was alone. I went back home and directly to my now empty art studio. I got a message on my phone. It was a video of me shouting at reporters. It went viral in an instant. The very next day at school, everyone was looking at me like a freak. I heard their laughs and whispers. I went to the art room. It had been my refuge for years now. I felt like an imposter.
What's wrong, honey?
I looked around and saw my art teacher. She must not have seen the video before. Before I knew it, I had broken into tears. My mom stole all my art. I felt helpless.
No, she didn't. She didn't steal these ones. And I have you on video.
What?
I always feel my students. It's for academic purposes.
She handed me a tape with a smile. I looked at it for a moment. I was so angry. I thought of taking it directly to the news. But then I thought of my mother. This would ruin her.
This is your art, your life. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Fight for it.
And so I did. I went to the news and gave them the tape and explained everything. And that too went viral. And it did ruin my mother. I didn't want to see her again, but I had no choice. I went home and saw her sitting in the dark, but that woman wasn't my mother. The container was the same, but her spirit was gone. I felt awful. She looked at me and said,
You did the right thing.
She had tears in her eyes, huh?
I got scared.
What?
You're leaving for college? You have your whole life ahead of you. I'm so proud of you, but I don't know how to live without you. I got scared.
Oh, Mom, I'm not going anywhere. I already decided to go to USC. It's 10 minutes away. Okay, yes, that was a lie. The night after she stole my work, I wanted to go as far away from her as possible. But then, I realized I don't need to leave her to paint. I can do that from anywhere. I was happy on my first day of college. USC was huge. Some people knew who my mother was, but nobody knew me. And that was okay. A few months later, I did my first art exhibition, and it was a huge success. I sold all my paintings, and my mom was there for me. She stole a few flashes, but I was happy to know that now we could share time without any makeup or fashion involved.
Hi, I'm Joy from Chicago. Please like and subscribe. My parents always loved to call me a unique child. When I was little, I was always making toy buildings out of random stuff. Seashells, bottles, cereal boxes, anything I could get my hands on. I was also kind of shy and found it more fun to help out with chores at home than play with other kids. One day, Mom was teaching me how to make pancakes when she suddenly stopped and stared at me.
Sweetie, what's the matter? Am I going too fast for you?
No, Mommy. Everything's fine.
But you keep blinking a lot, like there's something wrong.
I hadn't even realized it. So Mom took me to a doctor, and I got diagnosed with an excessive blinking condition. It was nothing serious, but in school, kids started making fun of me for it, and I'd mostly just stay away from them and sit alone. One day in 3rd grade, I was making a presentation, and this stupid boy kept interrupting.
Miss Brown, why does Joy blink so much?
Just keep quiet and listen to Joy's presentation, please.
But how can I listen when Joy's eyes are doing all the talking?
The whole class burst out laughing. Just then, this kid Martin walked over to the annoying boys' table.
Hey, don't talk about Joy like that.
Oh yeah, who are you, her boyfriend?
Martin jumped on him and the two started wrestling like crazy. They both ended up in detention for a week. So after school, I snuck into the detention room and sat next to Martin. Hey, thanks for sticking up for me.
I hate when people tease you. You're like the awesomest, smartest girl in our class.
I joined Martin for detention every day, and after that we hung out all the time. It turned out he even lived in my neighborhood. I'd always been a loner, but for the first time, I had a best friend. And it was amazing. Having Martin in my life made me less shy, and I changed a lot. We stayed super close through the years. But when we reached high school, Martin gave me some news one day.
My dad's business really took off, and we're moving to another neighborhood. I'm also going to a private school.
Wow, that's super cool, but I'll really miss you.
Hey, why don't you apply for a scholarship? Then we can still be at the same school.
My parents were happy for me to try to get into a better school, so I applied for the scholarship and I got in. Little did I know that it was the worst decision ever. On the first day of 9th grade, I almost fell over when I saw Martin. There he was, dressed head to toe in designer clothes, and was wearing a gold watch. Who are you and what did you do to my friend? And how much gel is in your hair? Dude!
This is just how the cool kids dress nowadays. You didn't know that?
No, should I?
Yeah, you should. You need a makeover, girl.
I just laughed and punched his arm. Later at lunch, a bunch of rich kids walked by our table.
Hey, Martin! I've seen you around my neighborhood. Want to come to my party this Friday?
Sure. Can I bring Joy with me?
She'll have to buy new shoes first. I bet the one she's wearing right now came from a garbage dump.
Hello, I'm right here, and I love these shoes.
Joy, she's joking. Calm down.
The girl walked away with her minions, and I felt so annoyed at Martin. How could he think that comment was a joke? Apparently, there were lots of kids at school who lived in Martin's neighborhood, and it seemed like he was becoming friends with them overnight. That next Monday, I didn't see Martin until lunchtime with his arm around a really pretty girl. Hey, saved a seat for you at our usual table.
Actually, I have a girlfriend now, so I'm gonna go sit with her.
Oh, okay, well, have fun. I went to sit by myself and watched Martin from afar. He looked happy, but he just wasn't acting like himself. As weeks went by, Martin got super handsome and muscular and really popular. I missed my friend, but I gave him his space. But one day, I caught Martin and his friends surrounding a younger kid, and Martin was reading his diary out loud.
Stephanie Twain, the love of my life since 5th grade.
I ran forward and snatched the diary from him. What are you doing?
What? I'm just here to entertain people. Reading idiots' diaries is my opening act.
Martin, why are you acting like this? Just because you're rich now doesn't mean you have to be a jerk.
You know what? I think you're just jealous because I have other friends now and I'm not a nerdy loser like you.
Look at me. I'm Joy, and all I do is study in the library, because I have no life.
Then Martin started blinking really fast and shaking his head. Are you making fun of me? Before I could stop myself, I slapped Martin hard across the face and ran away from there. The whole rest of the day, I had to fight from crying. What a jerk! But when I got home, I forgot my troubles when I found Mom sitting in the kitchen looking really worried. What's wrong, Mom?
Joy, your dad and I are in serious debt. If we don't find a way to get some money soon, we could lose the house.
Lose the house? Are we gonna end up homeless?
No, I shouldn't have said anything. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it, honey.
But I did worry about it. I watched Avatar World videos on YouTube to take my mind off of things, but I didn't get much sleep that night. Weeks went by and things kept changing. I just focused on my studies and saw Martin from a distance turning into a completely different person. Then one day, a new guy named Cameron arrived at school. He looked like Harry Styles, and based on his Lamborghini, he was clearly rich. All the girls were drooling over him, but I just rolled my eyes and walked away. He was probably just another snooty brat, but I was surprised when Cameron came and sat next to me in my robotics class. He seemed super impressed with the robot bird I was building. I've been working on it for almost a year.
Are you like a genius? You can tell me the truth. You don't have to be modest.
Ha 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 ha! I laughed and ended up sitting with Cameron for lunch, and he never once made fun of my blinking or even asked about it. We were having a great time until Martin walked over.
Dude, what's a guy like you doing with someone like Joy? I'll introduce you to my friends. They're more your type.
Martin, why are you such a...
Sure, I'll come and say hi right now.
Cameron leaned over to me and whispered,
Trust me, you just sit back and enjoy the show.
I wondered what he was up to as he walked over to Martin's friends. And when Martin introduced his girlfriend, Cameron suddenly took her hand and kissed it.
I'm heading to a yacht party tonight. I'll offer you $500 to be my date.
His girlfriend instantly pushed Martin away and armed through Cameron's.
You got yourself a deal, cutie!
Wait, what the heck? I thought you really liked me.
Cameron pulled away from Martin's girlfriend.
Your friends really are something. I just wanted to show you that. And I don't like hanging out with fake people. Don't ever come near me or Joy again, okay?
Cameron walked back to me, and I saw Martin's face had turned really red as he stormed off furiously. I hoped he'd had some sense knocked into him. Later that week, I got some amazing news. My teachers wanted to enter my robot bird into a huge science fair with a big cash prize. If I won, I could help my parents out.
Your hard work is finally gonna pay off, Joy. I wish I were as talented.
Wait! What if you enter the science fair with me? You can help me with the finishing motion.
Are you serious? You're the coolest girl ever.
Cameron and I worked hard on it all month. The night of the fair, I reached the venue before Cameron, who was bringing the project. But hours passed and he just didn't show up. I called and texted frantically, but he wouldn't answer his phone. I was called to the stage empty-handed. The judges couldn't wait any longer. I was disqualified. But just as I was leaving the venue, Cameron showed up. Oh my God! Where were you? How could you let me down like that?
Joy, I'm so sorry. When I left the school with the project, all my tires were flat. 10 minutes later, I couldn't even call you because my phone wasn't in my bag. I don't know who stole it or slashed my tires, but I can make a guess.
Martin! I was burning with rage the next day when I saw Martin in school. I walked up to him and grabbed his collar. You heartless jerk! You did that to Cameron, didn't you?
Hey, back off! And yeah, I did, haha. But why are you so worked up? So your lover boy had to wait on the road for a while. Big deal!
It's not just about him, Martin. I missed the science fair because of what you did. You know, I've been working on that project for a year. Doesn't that mean anything to you? For a second, he looked taken aback, but then he just shrugged.
How was I supposed to know all that? Anyway, I did you a favor. You've been a nerdy loser since I met you. It's time you found a new hobby, Blinky.
I sprung forward and pushed Martin to the ground. I'm just through with you. I used to think you'd be the last person to ever hurt me, but I don't even recognize you now. You're just a big jerk bully. I turned around and fled from there. At that moment, I hated him so much. A few days later, I was studying at the library for exams and realized it was really late. As I walked out of the building, I heard laughter coming from the back alley. I went over to see what was going on and nearly fell backwards. Martin and his friends were spray painting the principal's brand new car. Are you crazy? What are you doing?
Ugh! What are you doing here, Joy?
Martin, just please stop this. You could get in so much trouble.
As if you care. Just keep walking and pretend you never saw this.
I had no choice but to leave, but seeing him this way was so frustrating. The next day when I went to school, all everyone was talking about was how the principal's car was wrecked, and he was raging mad. But in the third period, I was shocked when I was called to the principal's office.
I saw on the CCTV footage that you were on the premises last night when my car was destroyed.
But sir, I had nothing to do with it, I swear.
Oh, I know that. But I think you saw who did it.
I just stared back at him and then spoke. It was really dark. I wouldn't be able to tell you who it was for sure.
Joy, you're here at this school on a scholarship. If I don't have a name by Monday, you'll lose it for next year. I suggest you be smart and think about your future.
I walked out of the principal's office in shock. Just then, Cameron caught up with me.
Joy, what's going on? Why were you called to the principal's office?
I told him everything that had happened.
You can't just throw away your scholarship like that. You have to turn Martin in.
How can you even suggest that? He used to be my best friend, and I'm not a snitch.
He's not your best friend anymore. He's a jerk, and he deserves this. If he was a nice guy once, he's changed, Joy.
But I didn't change. I just can't do this, Cameron. I won't do this. I'll go to another school. It won't be as great as this one, but I'll be okay. Tears stung my eyes. I thought about the colleges and opportunities I'd never have now. But I was doing the right thing. That Monday, I went to the principal's office with a heavy heart, ready to lose my scholarship, but he told me the most shocking news. Martin had come to his office and confessed to destroying his car. So what's going to happen to him now?
He's already expelled, of course.
I couldn't believe it. Why did he suddenly confess? And he even took the fall for his friends. I found the other two brats who were with him that night, snickering in the hallway, and I asked them.
We don't know why that loser did it. We'd all gotten away with it.
It wasn't his idea. He just does whatever we tell him to, always trying so hard to be one of us.
I've known Martin for years, and trust me, he's 10 times better than all of you. I shut them aside and left. I was totally off the hook, but Martin was gone for good. My head was spinning. But when I got home that day, I found my parents in the living room with huge smiles.
Joy, we have the most wonderful news. We're not in debt anymore.
Are you kidding? That's amazing. But how?
Some anonymous donor paid off all the money we owe for the house. We have no idea who did it.
It was probably Cameron. He's an amazing friend. I just know it was him. I rushed to my phone to call Cameron and thank him. But suddenly, I realized Cameron didn't know my landlord or anything about my house. There was only one person outside my family who did. The next morning, I took a bus to Martin's new place and knocked on his door. Hey, I have a weird question. Did you pay off our mortgage?
Yeah, I did. But hey, don't worry about it. Our moms ran into each other, and your mom told my mom everything. I told my parents I'd help them out at work every weekend if they paid your loan.
Martin, I don't understand. I thought you hated me now.
Why would I hate you? Cameron told me what you did for me. After how horrible I've been. You were gonna give up your scholarship and ruin your future for me. I guess I'm not really surprised, because that's just who you are. The best friend one could ask for. I couldn't let you do that though. I got expelled, because I deserved it. And I'm really sorry about everything.
I was so touched to see Martin's teary eyes. Hey, don't make me cry, bro. It's okay. And thank you for apologizing. I'm just glad to see my old friend back.
Me too, and for the record, Cameron's a really good guy. You have my blessing to be with him.
Yeah, I didn't ask for your blessing, but thanks anyway.
Hi, I'm Juliet from LA. But thanks to my mom, I had to change my identity and become Jessica. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. My mom is French, and she moved to the US before I was born to become a successful actress. And she did get super famous. Her life was always in the spotlight, and that included me. I always loved the attention, and when I joined school, everyone knew me and wanted to be my friend. It was awesome, until one day, it wasn't. I was in the 5th grade when Mom took me to the opening of a fancy French restaurant. But when the head chef brought our food, I almost threw up. What is that?
Frog legs and baby snails, mademoiselle.
Ew! Gross! Could I just have some French fries, please? The chef gasped like I'd killed his mother.
You insult me. I make the best French food in the world.
So I asked for French fries.
I don't make French fries.
I'm going to McDonald's. You suck. I jumped off my chair and started running out to my car. Suddenly, I tripped and crashed straight into a waiter, and we both landed flat on our faces. I turned around to see everyone staring at me, and Mom looked mad. Okay, this was embarrassing, but who cares if some strangers saw me, right? Wrong. The next day, it was all over tabloid magazines and the internet. Pictures of me on the floor with my butt cheek showing. And in school, I was the butt of every joke. Literally. I was hating school now, but I found a way to escape. Soon, Mom was going abroad to film a movie for 6 months, and I begged her to take me along. And, well, I just never returned. I traveled the world with my mom and had private tutors, and when I turned 13, I got into modeling myself. Once, when I was 15, I was lounging in a pool chair when suddenly a puppy leapt at me and I screamed as it started chasing me. I ran indoors and crashed straight into someone. A rather cute, nerdy-looking boy. I muttered an apology and was walking away when he called out,
Hey look, it's Beyonce.
Oh my God! Where?
I don't really know why I said that. Hi, I'm Michael, a huge fan.
We actually ended up having dinner together, and it was the best time I'd had in ages. He was funny and clearly smitten with me. Later that night, I realized what was missing from my life. A boyfriend. Maybe it was time to go back to high school and get one. It would be easy for a famous teen model, right? Wrong. When we got back to LA, Mom had some shocking news for me. Turns out she had a new life plan, and that was Tariq, an Arab billionaire who was obsessed with her. They were getting married, and she was leaving her whole life behind, including me. What? How could you do that?
Oh, you know Tariq doesn't want any kids.
But how will I live on my own?
You'll be living with your aunt. You're young, with years of fame ahead, mon chéri. I have to think of myself now. My looks aren't gonna last forever.
That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Nope, wrong again. 2 days after their wedding, I woke up to hundreds of tags on Instagram. Apparently, Tariq was a diamond smuggler, and both he and Mom had been arrested in an airport. After that, my life was a mess. I couldn't go anywhere without being hounded by reporters.
How does it feel to be a criminal's daughter? Did you know anything?
Did your mother just abandon you and leave you with that crook?
It looked like any chance of going to high school and having a normal life was ruined. But then, I decided I wasn't gonna let all this stop me. There was one solution. I talked to Aunt about it, and she agreed. She hooked me up with hair and makeup professionals and a plastic surgeon. After dyeing my hair, learning how to put on makeup, and getting a nose job, I was unrecognizable. Now I was just a nobody named Jessica. Without my fame to fall back on, I was feeling lost on my first day of school. Just then, I saw a pretty girl standing by the notice board, and I walked up to her. Hi, I'm Jessica, and,
why are you talking to me?
I'm new here, and I was wondering if you'd help me find my class.
I'm new too. How should I know?
Right? Well, thanks anyway.
Okay, I'll be your friend. You don't have to beg. I'm Ashley, and I'll help you. You're welcome.
Ashley was kinda weird, but I was just glad to have a friend. And as we hung out more, I realized the tough, mean girl thing was just an act. A week later, I signed up for a charity bake sale in school. As Ashley helped me set up my stall, she popped a cookie in her mouth.
So yum. I'll buy all of them.
What? That's like 200 cookies.
It's for a good cause. Here, take my money.
What's wrong with my cookies, Ashley?
Nothing.
But I took a big bite of one and spat it out. That's disgusting. Did I use salt instead of sugar? Ashley burst out laughing, and so did I. You bought them all because they're so terrible. That's actually really sweet.
Unlike your cookies. You got some crumbs?
As Ashley brushed them off my mouth, I suddenly felt butterflies. What the heck? And that's when a flying basketball hit me right in the face and I blacked out. I opened my eyes to find myself in the nurse's room and two faces around me. One was Ashley and the other was Michael.
Thank God you're awake. I'm so sorry, Jessica. Right.
I wasn't imagining it. It really was Michael, and even cuter than I remembered, but he didn't know who I was, so I was really surprised when he said,
I feel terrible. Could I make this up to you by taking you out for dinner sometime?
As we exchanged numbers and he left, Ashley looked really annoyed.
Jessica, you don't even know the guy.
I'll get to know him when I date him. What's the matter, Ash?
Nothing. Whatever.
I started seeing Michael, and I was quite enjoying it, except that ever since he came along, I could feel Ashley being distant, and that was bothering me. One evening, when Michael dropped me at home, he suddenly drew me close.
Jessica, I really like you. I think I'm falling for you.
And then he kissed me. It was my very first kiss, and it was lovely. When I went to my room, I nearly screamed. Ashley was sitting on my bed, looking livid. Geez, you scared me! So you avoid me in school but break into my room. What's your problem anyway?
I don't want you dating Michael.
Why? Do you like him?
No, you idiot. I like you.
Oh, that does make more sense.
I know you're with Michael and I'm happy for you, blah, blah, blah. But I just had to tell you. I guess we'll only be friends then.
But she came closer, and suddenly, she was kissing me. It was my very first kiss with a girl, and it was lovely. Just then, someone tapped on the window, and it was Michael looking mad.
You forgot your scarf. Want to tell me what's going on here?
As the two stared at me, I sank down on my bed. Guys, I'm so confused. I like you, Michael, really, but I like Ashley too. I know you two won't wait around for me to decide.
Oh, I will. I'm not giving up on us so easily.
Yeah, me neither. Why don't you date both of us for 2 weeks and then decide? Jess.
Wow, they were both willing to fight for me. This was amazing, and I agreed.
May the best man win.
Or woman.
My first date of the week was with Ashley, and she'd planned an amazing picnic. She fed me strawberries and read me poetry. It was so romantic. Just then, someone came and sat down next to us.
Fancy bumping into you guys here. I was just on my run.
Then why don't you run away and keep going till we can't see you?
Relax, I'm leaving. Oh, Jess, I gotta tell you what I've got planned for our date. It's epic.
He whipped out 2 tickets from his pocket for a Beyoncé concert. I shrieked and hugged him, but quickly pushed him away when I saw Ashley's face. The next night, I was having a blast at the concert with Michael when someone touched my shoulder. It was Ashley.
You're crashing our date?
Wonder where I got that idea from. But this isn't about you, dude. Jess, I got my dad to pull some strings and I have backstage passes. We can actually meet Beyoncé.
OMG, what?
What about me?
I don't know. Go home. I'll have Jessica dropped. Don't worry.
I felt sorry for poor Michael, but I wasn't missing a chance to meet Queen Bee. The next few days went the same way. They both kept planning amazing dates for me and kept ruining them for each other. One night, Ashley and I managed to have a romantic dinner without Michael dropping in, and she was kissing me goodnight at my door when suddenly the locket I was wearing got tangled with hers and fell off before I could pick it up. She did, and saw the picture inside.
Jess, why do you have a picture of this famous actress and her kid?
I should have lied, but I just didn't want to. That kid, it's me. And she's my mom. I told her how hard things got after Mom's arrest and how I just wanted a fresh start. She looked stunned, but then she hugged me tight.
Your secret's safe with me, Jessica. Or can I call you Juliet?
I think I'd like that. She was about to kiss me again when suddenly Michael sprang out of nowhere.
Hey, babe. I just dropped by with some cookie dough ice cream. Your favorite.
She just had dessert. She doesn't want your stupid ice cream.
Why don't you let her speak for yourself? Are you her lawyer?
Why don't you get a life and stop crashing our dates?
Why don't you jump off a bridge?
Enough! I'm so tired of this. You're so busy fighting each other, no one's even looking at me. This is not what I wanted. Figure out a way to make this work, or I'm done with you both. I snatched the ice cream from Michael and stormed off. They were being so annoying. But the next day, that was the least of my problems. Aunt woke me up to see the news, and I watched in horror. My secret was out. It was everywhere, and hundreds of reporters were gathered outside of our house, wanting to talk to me. What a nightmare. But what really hurt was that there was only one person who could have leaked that information. Ashley, how could you do this? I trusted you, and you took less than a second to betray me. How much did you get paid for this, Ashley?
I swear, Juliet, I didn't do it.
There's no one else who could. Stop lying, and don't ever talk to me again. Later that night, once all the media people had left, Michael paid me a visit.
How could you lie about this, Juliet? You should have told me who you really are.
Why? I didn't want to be that person anymore, and I just didn't want to tell anyone.
Obviously you told someone, it just wasn't me.
Michael, please!
Forget it, you lied to me. We're done.
In a day, I'd lost both my boyfriend and girlfriend, but I was too angry to care. Michael was only thinking of himself and not what I was going through. And Ashley, I'd never forgive her. One day, as I was wondering what I'd do next, I got the most unexpected call.
Oh, Juliet, I've missed you.
Mom, where are you? Mom then told me she got out of jail, got a divorce from Tariq, and settled in Paris.
I'm so sorry for leaving you and for everything I've put you through. I read all the news, but I must say, you're even prettier with your new nose job.
Why did you call me Mom?
Come to Paris, mon chéri. I know lots of agents here, and they would love to sign you. Don't hide away and waste your talent. You were meant to be a model.
I was still so mad at her, but I had to think about it. I was done with this place, and to be honest, I did miss my career. Maybe Paris was exactly what I needed. I still don't trust you, Mom, and don't expect that I'll forgive you anytime soon. But I did pack my bags for Paris, and I ended up loving it there. I joined the high school, and my modeling was picking up once more. Then one day, I read the most surprising news. The plastic surgeon who'd done my nose job was being sued for leaking the identities of many clients to the press. Oh my God, it was him, not Ashley. Just then, I heard the doorbell ring, and I opened the door to find Ashley standing there. Hi, how did you find me?
I begged your aunt to tell me. Juliet, I didn't betray you.
I know that now. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's okay. Just tell me this. If none of this had happened, who would have won? Me or Michael?
Michael wasn't even close. It was you, Ashley. It's you. And then I kissed her. Hi, I'm Audrey. I was born in a crazy family in New York. Please like and subscribe. My Mexican mom was so proud of her language that she never wanted to learn better English. Dad would say mean things with a smile to fool her all the time, and I hated it.
Wow, this stew tastes like mud. What did you do to it, you insane woman?
What you telling me? Do you like?
Estoy contenta.
As a kid, I never had the courage to tell Mom what a jerk he was, because I knew she'd be sad. But every time he did that and smirked at me, I knew that Mom would soon catch on to his words, and it would end bad. And over time, Mom learned more English from her neighbor friend, and she realized that all these years Dad had just been giving her hatred. Their fights got bigger, and one day, when I was in the 7th grade, Mom finally decided she wanted a divorce. When I had to choose a parent, of course, I chose Mom. We took off to Mexico that same night. Mom, are we going to Grandma's?
Oh, Misha, amor.
Grandma moved away a long time ago, but we have a new loving family here.
A new family? The cab stopped at a huge mansion, and a strange man ran towards us and hugged Mom. He also said something to me, but I didn't get a word. Mom then took me to a room, and it was all ready for me. Mom, what's going on? Who's this man? As Mom started telling her secrets one by one, I kept sinking deeper into the bed.
That's Carlos, and he used to be my boyfriend long ago. If your grandma hadn't forced me to marry your dad, we would have been a big, happy family already. And you know what? He has a son your age, Matthew.
What was I just hearing? Mom, I left my school, my friends, my whole life in New York for you, and you created your own family here and didn't even tell me about it? How could you keep all this from me? She kept explaining, but I just asked her to leave the room and slammed my door hard. It was so much to take in, and I just wanted to cry. Suddenly, I heard a loud, non-stop knocking on my door. Who is that? Okay, wait, stop that, I'm coming. I opened the door to find a boy standing outside grinning at me. Who are you, man? Lost your way?
Shouldn't I be asking you that? But your mama. Well, now our mama said,
Matthew, go meet your sister.
So here I am, Hermana.
What? Whatever, don't call me that.
Mama didn't teach you Spanish? Also, I heard New Yorkers are very stylish. But look at you, you're worse than my ex-girlfriend. Hey, that's a joke, okay? Don't cry.
Can you do me a favor and please get the heck out of here? I made him leave, but he left loads of mud on the carpet. That night at dinner, Mom introduced me to everyone, and Carlos even made a toast to me. But after that, they all started talking in Spanish. Was I invisible? I stood up to leave. Then Mom held my hand.
Where are your manners? We're having family time.
Family? You all are clearly a family, Mama. Excluding me. I don't even understand your language.
Oh, Misha, amor.
Just use the language of love. It's easy. Try it.
Mom, can't you see I feel so left out? But you're just joking about it. I shook her hand off and walked up to my room. The next day, I was joining school and thought at least that would give me some relief. Until Matthew came and sat right next to me. Holy moly!
Hey, better not tell anyone we're related. And can you please wax your mustache? People will think you're me.
It's not my problem, you've got a girly face. He hit my face with a book, and suddenly the teacher yelled,
"What's going on there?"
Ma'am, can you believe it? She's asking me to be her boyfriend. But I told her, I already have eyes for you.
I was sure the teacher was going to kick him out now, but to my surprise, she giggled.
Oh, stop it, you.
What? Who was this boy? Soon I realized Matthew was the coolest kid in school. All the girls and even the teachers adored him for his crazy jokes. Not me! I hated him even more because he spoke in Spanish with Mom every time I was around. I felt like an alien in the house. That Christmas, Carlos was gonna host a grand party, but I wasn't interested. I think I have an important exam that day, and in the evening, I have dance practice.
Liar! We don't have any exams on Christmas. And dance practice. You can barely walk.
Ugh, I was gonna kill him. Seeing Mom and Carlos's faces, I could tell they wanted me to attend. So I reluctantly said yes. And the party wasn't that bad. I got to meet a handsome boy, Leo.
Hey, I know you must already have a boyfriend because you're so pretty. But I have to say, you have the most dreamy eyes. I've been watching you for hours.
OMG, that made me blush. Thanks. Actually, I don't have a boyfriend. Yet we exchanged numbers and started hanging out. He seemed really cool. But one day, when Leo and I were having lunch in the school cafeteria, Matthew appeared out of the blue and pulled me aside.
Have you gone mad? Why are you sitting with that jerk?
He's not a jerk. He's my friend. Maybe future boyfriend. And why do you care anyway?
Listen, he's not a good guy. He flirts with everyone, and God knows how many girlfriends he has.
Look, who's talking? The one who flirts with teachers. Just leave me alone, okay? I can handle my own life. I knew he just wanted to spoil my first real relationship, so I ignored him and left with Leo. After that, we started going out more often. One evening, Leo invited me to his house for a party, and I was having a great time. As we were dancing, Leo suddenly pulled me closer, and my heart skipped a beat.
Oh, Hermosa, thank God you flew all the way from New York just for me.
He held my face, and we kissed. Suddenly, someone kicked Leo hard, and he went flying into a wall. Matthew, what are you doing here?
Just protecting you from this virus.
He took my hand and started walking out, but I pushed him away. You crazy idiot! You're the virus that's destroying my life. Why can't you just let me breathe?
Breathe all you want, but see this first.
He took out his phone and showed me Leo's Instagram page. It had a video of me and him kissing under the caption, 100th kiss from a New York chick. The page had videos of him kissing 99 other girls too. It looked like one of Leo's friends here had been making our video and was broadcasting it live for him. I jumped on Leo and scratched his face.
Ah, the New York chick has gone crazy like her mad brother. Someone save me!
Shut your dirty mouth! I trusted you, you mud mind. And I started pulling his hair like crazy. Matthew gave him a nice punch and then took me home. I felt really embarrassed for not listening to Matthew before. He'd only been looking out for me. So the next day at school, I sat next to him.
Not so worried about this life-destroying virus now, yeah?
I realized it's better to have him as a friend than an enemy. I thanked him for the night before, and he just laughed and hit my face with a book again. As days passed, we became good friends. I also decided to talk to Carlos and Mom and apologize for being so neglectful. But they surprised me instead.
Princesa, we have some exciting news for you.
Sí, mija.
Your 15th birthday is coming. And here in Mexico, we call it
Quinceañera?
But why do you want to do this for me? You know, after I've been, well, not so nice.
'Cause we're family, estúpida.
And you're no less than Matthew to me. I want to do this for my daughter.
I felt so stupid for not seeing this before. These people really cared about me, just like the family I'd always wanted. On the day of the party, I could already hear music and people laughing and talking. As I got ready, I walked out all dressed in their traditional way, and everyone clapped for me. Just then, Matthew barged into the room looking mad.
Stop the party, Papa. This girl doesn't deserve any of this love and attention.
What?
Matthew, calm down. Audrey is your...
Nothing. She's my nothing, Papa.
What's gotten into you, man? I was horrified when I saw what he had in his hand. It was my diary. Oh my God, no!
After all this effort we've been making for you, this is what you really think of us? You suck!
Matthew, enough. What are you talking about?
Oh, let me read it out loud, Papa. This place is hell on earth. I hate their food, their language, this house. Carlos is so loud and annoying. Why is he so desperate to be my dad? Probably because his own son is a loser with half a brain. They're both stupid and I deserve better.
There was a pin-drop silence as everyone stared at me. You should have never taken my diary, you jerk. And yes, I wrote this, but that's when I first came here. I was having a really hard time adjusting. I was just mad, and I didn't really mean it. This is not how I feel now, Carlos. Mom, I promise, I really like being part of this family.
You're not part of this family, Audrey, and you never will be.
And before I could stop myself, I said the stupidest thing ever. Oh, shut up, Matthew. You're not part of this family either, 'cause you're adopted. It was something Mom had told me once, and Matthew didn't know about it. Now he did, because I just blurted it out. Carlos turned white, and Mom looked raging mad.
What a lame thing to say, Audrey. As if. Tell her, Papa. Papa, why do you look like that?
Oh, Matthew, I meant to tell you. On your 16th birthday. I promised I was going to, son.
Matthew looked stunned. Carlos walked over to him, but suddenly he just pushed him aside and ran out. Carlos went after him while Mom turned to me.
I raised you better than this, Audrey, but it seems you're more like your dad, hurting good people for no reason, hurting your family. I'm so disappointed in you. Party's over, everyone.
As the guests started leaving, I ran to my room in tears. I felt terrible. Even if Matthew had read my diary, I'd done something 10 times worse. And the next day, I was back to being the alien of the house. Nobody was talking to me, and I deserved it. Matthew wouldn't even look at me in school. Anytime I went near him, he walked the other way. I tried for days to make it up to him. One evening, I sneaked into his room, finished his history paper, and left it on his desk. When he came home, he took one look at it, tore it up, and threw it in the trash. Then I had an idea for a gift that I was sure would make him forgive me. I used all my savings to get him a signed basketball from his favorite player. But when I looked into his room later, I was horrified to find him slashing it with a paper cutter. Oh my God, what are you doing? This was signed by...
I don't care. I just want you to stop doing things for me and stay out of my face.
How do I make you believe that I'm really sorry, Matthew? I'll say it in Spanish. Lo siento mucho.
There's nothing you can ever say or do that will make things okay. Now please, get lost.
It just looked like things were ruined between us for good. But one evening, I was walking a few blocks away from our house when I saw 2 boys wearing masks drag Matthew into an alley and start beating him up. I charged at them while screaming, and with the baseball bat I had, I hit one of the boys straight in the knee while the other one ran away. Leo, don't you dare touch my brother again, estúpida. I left him there crying on the ground and helped Matthew up. He leaned on me as we walked back home. And as soon as we entered, Mom and Carlos cried out.
Oh my God, what happened?
Papa, I'm fine, really. Thanks to Audrey. But why were you going around with a baseball bat anyway?
I've been following you everywhere for days, Matthew. Leo came up to me a week ago and said he would do something to make you pay for exposing him at his party. I knew you wouldn't really listen to me, so I had to do something. I couldn't let you get hurt. I've done a pretty good job of that myself. Suddenly, Carlos stepped forward and hugged me.
Mija, amor. You saved my son today, and I want to forget everything else. I know you didn't mean those things.
And I'm okay about knowing about the adoption, Audrey. It came as a shock, but Dad and I have talked a lot about it since, and I'm fine. It doesn't really change anything. You don't always have to be related to be family.
I understand that now, and I'm so happy Mom brought me to you guys. I'm sorry about everything. And Carlos, you're the dad every girl wants to have. I love you! Carlos had tears and hugged me. Mom did too.
Don't forget me.